So I heard the New York Yankees staged a comeback against the Red Sox this last weekend that would make Frank Reich's college and professional football playing selves completely jealous and aroused.
Oh bro, totally.
Also, why have you stopped watching Mad Men? Silver Sterling tripped on acid last Sunday and Don Draper hung outside a building with a weird Frank Lloyd Wright-esque orange roof, and the timelines were all crisscrossed, and then he got home and had a wrestling match with his feisty young blue-eyed French-Canadian wife. I thought I was watching David Lynch directing the last scene of Pulp Fiction, except Vincent Sergio Vega was playing John Hamm, playing Dick Whitman, playing Don Draper.
I'd rather not talk about why Mad Men is not on my radar these days. It just isn't, and that is okay. Sometimes TV is not so great at TV. I'm sure I will watch it some other time in my life when I am not sick of everything and every person on this godforsaken planet. But enough about me. Let us talk more about how New York sports teams are starting to stick it to Boston teams, and will you and Lady Windsor meet up ever again in this reality?
Like the Boston/New Sport team's rival, so goes Milan to Lady Windsor. Let's just say she'd let me play as much Jenga as I want with her, but if I had found myself at Fenway Park last Saturday night, I'm pretty sure I would have been set on fire and subsequently crucified on Yorkie Way for vocalizing my euphoric glee after seeing Nick Swisher and his teammates defeat the big green monster, and she would have been the first creature to light the match.
At least you have played some Jenga recently. I like Jenga. Jenga is good to Jenga.
Oh totally bro. I'm pretty sure that is Don Draper's motto for season 5. I also figured out another thing as well.
Oh.
I now realize why 2012 has been such an unusual year so far. I also know why I have been put on this earth, and I maybe know why you have.
Why?
It is the year that a Christopher Nolan Batman movie graces theaters across the world with its presence. I just sincerely hope that we are not digging a grave for Tom Hardy by the end of it.
You are an unfortunate genius. I think you just cracked the mystery to our entire character and non-character playing reality and non-reality that exists entirely and strictly in our waking dreams.
Thank you. But I fear that the Joker ghost knows of my winning 2012 hypothesis, and that Christopher Nolan is filming us at this very instant.
There is nothing to fear, my good man. I truly believe in my heart of hearts that if the plan I just conceived of at this moment works, then 2012 will be the best year of existence, and you will be able to keep on dating Division 3 celebrities for the rest of your life, and Joker Ghost Oscars will reign supreme for the upcoming decade. And maybe Anna Wintour will marry me.
So suffice it to say that my realization about 2012 and your impromptu plan are one and the same, and we do not even know it yet.
Precisely.
Please explain.
Okay. But please listen close, because I probably should not be talking about this. But here it goes. I am trying to secure an art installation fashion show of my own creation on a runway gallery in Chelsea in the next few months or so. If by some miracle it happens, our 2012 will implode in on itself on opening night and the Heath Ledger Joker ghost will rise. You and I will casually confess that it was the plan all along, and the art show was just a ritual to bring our favorite version of Patrick Verona back to this dimension. Explaining that the third act and goal was for Richard Kelly and Wes Anderson to co-direct the new non-Nolan Batman films, and for Heath to grab a couple more Oscars playing his most endearing of character playing selves ever to set foot on celluloid. Then Bret Easton Ellis will stroll up to us and offer $1 billion to basically copyright our brains, your ab vein, and my six-pack gut. Obviously 2013 will be spent at the greatest resorts Hades has to offer. We will have earned it, and frankly, spending one more year on this earth will be an obvious and odious disappointment to what just occurred in 2012.
So your final analysis is that we should go out of literal life like Michael Jordan and John Elway did in their professional sports playing lives?
Well done, sir, and to answer your question, yes.
But there is another thing you forgot to mention. What about Bret Easton Ellis's offer of lots and lots of paper currency? I'm pretty sure that with $1 billion we could rent a studio apartment in Park Slope for 1 year, and then we'd be out of money and have to get jobs as J.Crew models again.
I have thought about this as well, and please do not worry. We will politely decline Bret's offer, jump into the DeLorean, setting the coordinates for Holden's Little Bro Meets Mad Glen in Paris. As the lights start flashing on the flux capacitor, we will see Lady Windsor approach our metal vessel in a full-out sprint, wearing Dwayne Wade autographed Nike basketball shoes.
and she will inadvertently fall into my lap right as we vanish into a time and fiction wormhole.
You seem to have it pretty figured out then.
Indeed, but what about your non-interest in Don Draper and his interaction with really young Rolling Stone groupies? I really wish you'd catch up on this season so we could totally talk about it in real time.
I will make you a deal. If LaMichael James gets picked by the New York Giants or the Miami Dolphins in the NFL draft and the Yankees win Game 7 of the World Series over the Red Sox in an alternate universe where they are not both in the American League and Joker Ghost is the winning relief pitcher and Tom Hardy is still alive despite starring in an Ellen Batman film and also in a moving picture with Shia LaBeouf, I will start watching Season 5 of Mad Men.
That seems completely reasonable. But more importantly, will Miami and Notre Dame have good football teams this year?
Let's just put it this way, if Lady Windsor actually makes it into the time machine as we have planned, Holden's little bro will be saved, Mad Glenn will be cured, your firstborn child will be named Danny Ainge Brody, Catholics vs. Convicts will be reborn in Chicago, and Basquiat will come back to life to tell the entire New York City art scene that I did more than he ever did. I created a hit art show, traveled through time and fiction and was able to go where dead people go without dying.
Sounds like a Batman year indeed. Let's all go to the Windsor. Let's all go to the Windsor. Let's all go to the Windsor.